What do I owe the? What do I owe the country? What do I owe the country? I just wash your car for you. Wash your car. Ain't when I hustle. When you got there getting into that wash, you know that too. Good like this. Y'all better stop buying this slippery soap, man.
Gather, guys, because it looks like 50 Cent finally got his hands on those Diddy freak-off tapes, and he's now exposing Rick Ross for being one of Diddy's freak-off partners. I mean, he didn't really think Diddy was in there using all those bottles of baby oil on himself. He had to have some partners. However, 50 Cent just confirmed that it goes much deeper than we think, and he's been working behind the scenes to expose all the rappers who used to attend Diddy's wild baby oil parties. And this time 50 isn't just doing it through social media posts, he's working with Netflix to make a docu-series that will finally unravel decades of Diddy's freak-off enterprise. And trust me when I say, y'all are not ready for the crazy waves this is going to cause. But is Rick Ross really one of Diddy's freak-off partners? And is 50 really about Diddy and his herm of rappers? Let's break it down. So 50 Cent has been exposing Diddy and his freak-off partners for a hot minute now, but everything got messier when he dropped the bombshell that Rick Ross is one of the rappers Diddy likes to get oily and sweaty with. He first spilled the tea in a post where he shared some disturbing lyrics from a Rick Ross song titled You Know, where Rick bragged about doing some wildly inappropriate stuff with women, like it was a flex. He said, "Put Nelly all in her champagne. She ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that. She ain't even know it." 50 I posted multiple pictures of Rick Ross and Diddy along with screenshot of those lyrics on his Instagram page and captioned it with the "At some point you just got to do the right thing." That was all the context people needed to figure out that 50 was trying to expose Rick for being one of the rappers involved in Diddy's freak-off lifestyle. However, that wasn't the only time Rick rapped about doing shady stuff like that. He has been out here rapping about taking advantage of women and getting away with it. In his song titled Magnificent, he outrightly rapped about witnessing. Did he take advantage of a girl group called Total that was signed to his record label? At one time he rapped, "I made a transition from the thieves to the biggest executive death jams ever seen. The game never changed, money still a focal, but it's time to blank the game like Puffy did Total." Now this was shocking for sure, but a lot of fans didn't believe it because Rick just didn't have that fruity image 50 always says did he has. Well, everything kicked up a notch when Rick Ross's own baby mama Tia Camp joined the chat and backed up everything 50 Cent was saying about him just a few days ago. Tia dragged her baby daddy and his entire family through the mud because apparently they had been getting on her nerves for a minute. But they should have known better because Tia is the queen of petty, and she wasn't holding back at all. She started by exposing Rick Ross for putting a hit on her. According to her, the hit only failed because the people that he paid to take her out ran off with his money and warned her that he had put a price on her head.
So we better clock this tea right here. Renee, since you want to stay keeping up shit, we better talk about some real tea. Your brother over there paying people to put salt. He over there paying people to put salt. And he's running off with his money and it's getting back to me. So now I'm finna send the feds over there to y'all motherfucking empire. See, you had the right bitch today, ho. You keep playing with me, I'm finna tell y'all motherfucking.
Rapping about sending goons after your ops is one thing, but taking that to real life and against the mother of your own child, that's crazy levels of messy. Somebody needs to lock this man up for good. Because Tia wasn't even done exposing him, she now dropped other people that Rick had gotten rid of, including a woman named Miss Carol who, surprise, died under very mysterious circumstances. The police also never figured out what really happened to her, and they're still trying to put the pieces together. According to Tia, what really happened was that the woman was unived on her way home by Rick and his crew, but Tia didn't stop there. She brought up another man who she claims was unived by Rick in front of one of his properties called the Black House.
We gonna talk about Miss Carol. Y'all know who Miss Carol is. You know that's behind your brother. I'm finna make sure her family sue y'all whole estate, cause that case is not closed. You know the lady that was leaving from my mama's house getting her hair done that time, and it's behind your brother and his drama. You know that. You know about the man who was in front of Black House. Okay. We better dig up a whole bunch of motherfucking maggots right now, ho. I'm not finna play with you, you Ozempic. I'm finna finish y'all. Watch.
But why would Rick put a hit on her in the first place? Well, according to sources, it's because she was threatening to release his Diddy freak-off tapes to the feds. In fact, there were rumors that Taya was already talking with the feds, and they were already working on getting her into witness protection.
Long time. You ain't since December 9th. But I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not. You gonna make me come to the gate. Been in Miami a lot, cause you ain't got no motions. It's slowing down. I heard. I'ma get you, Will. I'ma get Universe. And if you keep sending messages around, that's getting back to me. I'ma come over here and tell it all. You be told your toe in next. You know what I'm talking about. And your mama won't answer. Tell her respond. She said, hit me up.
However, this wasn't the first time Tia was exposing Rick Ross for being one of Diddy's boy toys. Back in March, when Diddy's houses first got raided, Tia went ballistic on Rick on IG Live, exposing him for being one of Diddy's partners. She claimed Rick was scared out of his mind because of the raids, so much so that he ran to Miami to keep a low profile so the feds wouldn't come for him next. According to Tia, Diddy has many tapes of Rick Ross doing the nasty at them freak-off parties, and the feds found everything when they seized Diddy's electronic devices.
I go home and take this weave out my head. I would love to meet you at that Publix on Western Road, whore. I'm not lying. You're a silly, miserable ignorant, but you big mouth. Will, I want you to talk. Talk, nigga. Don't be scared now. No Diddy, huh? You scared now, huh? I know y'all on them tape. I know you is. 10 churn, huh, nigga? It's time to show them churns now. I ain't gonna let off you. You should have been shut this big mouth hole up. You know it. You know it. Sip your fruit basket. You know what I like. Coconut water hole. Hole one. Drill a hole in it and put a cane straw in it for me. Farmers market on Griffin Road. You know where to go. I'm not fit to play with you no more by mine, so you playing games. Get on your feet and repent, because if you send another message out here, I'm gonna have first 48 hit you up. You bad. You scared of jail, huh? You scared of jail. Remember? You was in there crying for that quarter Chinese crying, right, trying to pay a God 5K for when you was in them couple weeks. You don't want no pressure. Keep playing. Keep it on. I can't wait to see you in the headlines. All you do is brag and talk.
Tia was really lashing Rick Ross, and you know she's not one to mince words. See, Rick Ross and Diddy have been friends for a very long time, and they've been photographed at several parties together. 50 even shared some pictures of them almost locking lips on stage during a performance. Child, they weren't even trying to hide it. Around the same time, the interrogation video of the man who shot up the Trump National Hotel back in 2018 started going viral. And he was making some bold claims about Diddy and Rick. He claimed that he was one of Diddy's freak-off slaves, and even now drops some of the men who used to come around for a nice time. He mentioned DJ Kid, Big C, and of course Rick Ross. The man even spilled the tea about how it didn't matter to Diddy and his freak-off partners when he caught STDs, as long as they could their pound time.
I had sex with Cass and Sean. Basically, he would talk about the casting. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks to me on the phone and on the TV or speaker and stuff, and I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all, alright? I called, and I came back. I seen for a reason war, but they did. Mark Garros, the Mercedes, worried. Okay, but okay, they gave to both Diddy and Ross and Khaled. They all gay.
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and Diddy.
Yeah,
they all gay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Khaled is a hard.
Now y'all remember how Diddy had to step down from his position as CEO of Revolt TV. When Cassie's lawsuit first went viral, well, 50 was the first at the scene trolling Diddy and having a field day with it. He even offered to buy Revolt TV from Diddy on his Twitter page, where he posted the announcement along with the caption, "I'll buy that from you, Playboy, for the low." Because you know Cadillac and AT&T going to pull out, then we can be friends. I'm serious. Call my phone. Fans were just losing it when 59 made this post, and they couldn't get over how much 50 was keeping his foot on Diddy's neck. When Charlemagne the God later sat for a chat with Andrew Schultz, he called 50 Cent a diabolical genius for wanting to buy Revolt TV. After Cassie filed her lawsuit against Diddy, Rick Ross initially tried to ignore everything, but then 50 trolled him and his fellow Diddy boy toy Meek Mill in a tour video he posted on social media. At this point, Rick couldn't take the disrespect anymore, so he hopped on live to clear 50 for talking smack about him and also addressing Charlemagne's comments. This rubbed a lot of people off the wrong way because it looked like Rick was more concerned about Diddy being disrespected than he was about all the other disturbing accusations against Diddy. It would turn out that there was a perfectly good explanation for why Rick reacted that way. He and Diddy were basically two peas in a pod. However, Rick Ross is just one of the male rappers who have been accused of being in Diddy's freak-off tapes. We also have Meek Mill, who has been making the headlines for being one of Diddy's DL boyfriends. Around the time the accusations against Diddy first started rolling in, people started taking a closer look at Diddy's friends, and it didn't take long for old videos to start resurfacing showing Meek in interesting situations with Diddy. For example, there's this footage that has been making the rounds where Meek appears to be cooling his behind in a pool while Diddy calls him daddy. Then there's this footage of Meek doing the bunny hop with billionaire Michael Rubin, who is also known for hosting wild substance-fueled parties where there's no limit to the kind of depravity that can happen. Oh, and yeah, you guessed it, they're all besties with Diddy. When that video of Meek doing the bunny hop went viral, people started dragging Meek for filth, accusing him of performing for his freak-off partners. Meek quickly jumped on Twitter to debunk the allegations. He quoted one of the accounts posting the headlines saying, "Do a history check. Me and NBA players I know was playing this game, and we all was posting it. The plan was to actually make a billionaire bunny hop. But I lost the media use that as a focal point. Did everybody forget, or is it because it's a white man?" He then made another tweet saying, "This is a game I started from prison. We used to make killers do bunny hops when they lose because it was too hostile for money. This BS. I'm going get Rubin to bunny hop for me. Okay, I'ma teach him the thing hop child." That only made people troll him even harder because putting prison and bunny hop in the same sentence is hella sus. Meek came under attack again recently when a very disturbing footage went viral that was supposedly about him getting taken to Pound Town by Diddy. The audio is very intense, so we won't play it here, but just think of the worst thing you've ever heard and then multiply it by 2. After the audio went viral, one man came forward to take responsibility for leaking it. According to him, he was at a party with Diddy and Meek Mill where everyone was passed out from drinking the spiked drinks they were given. According to him, while everyone was still passed out, he started hearing noises coming out of one of the rooms there. He decided to record it and then released the footage when he learned the two men were Meek and Diddy. However, according to Jaguar Wright, that story is just a load of BS. Jaguar CL that this man was paid to claim credit for leaking the video, but the truth is it was Nicki Minaj who actually leaked it. She said the reason why Nicki didn't want to come forward personally was that she didn't wish Meek or Diddy to send goons after her, but now that Meek and Diddy were getting exposed anyway, she thought it was fair game. Moment, he doesn't give a f about anything more than seeing Diddy sink. But do y'all think 50 really wants to do good work with this docuseries, or is he just using it to chase clout? Comment down below, and don't miss out on this next video.